And a big circle here. And a little bit more around that inside leg. There, now push him forward. You saw how much forward I had him. Now, yes, very good. Now, is he heavy in your right hand? No. Good. Because if he gets heavy in your right hand, then that means the neck has bulged too much left. So then you have to pull a little bit on the right rein, straighten the neck, just keep the jaw flexed to the inside, and then you relax that outside rein once you get the neck where you want it. Good boy. And then through the diagonal, change rein. Down there, though, he stays. 2 reins, 2 legs, and a little push. Very good. Now right leg in, push him into the corner. Get that right bend. Use your right leg and your outside rein. Don't let him drag you along the garage doors like he tried to do with me. And a little bit more inside rein. There. Good. Now drop that outside hand. Put your elbow at your side. No letting that outside arm stick out. It stays nice and gentle at your side so that we don't lose his left shoulder. Big circle. Keep that head still. Just say, I want right flexion, and then you relax it. You make him hold that head still and steady with your still steady reins. Very good. And then walk. Marching. Stretching. A little bit deeper if you can. Always more than what he gives you. And he keeps doing this walk. Look how his walk's getting even better. Every once in a while, he'll overtrack. Keep him marching forward. When he gets too slow, what we're looking for out of his walk, we need to improve his walk. And you know how you first went to walk, it kind of felt like it was swinging a little bit more? Now it's gotten a little bit stiff and rigid and he's trying to go side to side. When you're sitting here and you're watching him walk, his hind, after his front foot lifts up and leaves an imprint in the sand, his hind foot should step over it. That's what we need to accomplish with him, and he's starting to do it. And when you get that swinging walk, where he's stretching and you feel a nice big stride coming out of his shoulder, he's starting to step over that hoof print. But when he does that side to side tight back thing, he's barely touching that hoof print. So we need to eliminate that from his brain. So there, good boy. Little kick with that inside leg. Feel the haunches are falling in? Straighten him out. Tell him to go out. There, while keeping the rest of your body loose and asking him to still stay walking. Good boy. And then when you're ready, a little bit rounder, and he goes up to trot. Oh my God. Yes, very good. Forward. Come. Keep him swinging nice and forward. That was a super transition. Come, come. Little tap with the whip. Make sure you're not working so hard up there. Make sure he's doing all the work. Very good. On the next long side. At E, a 10-meter circle. Make it nice and round. We need to do a few of these in trot before we head up to canter. Because that he finds difficult in canter, doing these smaller, tighter circles. Keep your inside leg for support. Outside rein low, tugs, tells him to close his body. Very good, and straight. And forward trot. And same thing at C, another 10-meter circle, right here in front of us. Outside hand down, because you got to tell that shoulder to turn or he's going to make it too big and too wide, and we don't want it too big and too wide. They're very good. Into the corner, across the diagonal. And go. Forward. Go. Keep going. Keep going. Very good. Left leg. Left bend now. And 10-meter circle at B. B. Middle of the long side. Right in front of you. Close that outside rein. Get through on that left side. Make sure the neck doesn't fall too much to the inside. It makes it heavy in your right hand. Good boy. And push forward on the big 20-meter circle. And then you're going to sit with him really, really round and ask him for left lead canter. Come. Really forward. Really forward. Tap with the whip. Tell him to step it up. And a little bit more flexion left before you ask for canter. Just get him to almost touch your boot. And then just as you ask for walk to canter, you ask for trot to canter. Sit, inside leg lifts, outside leg goes back. Good boy. Close that outside rein. Find your circle line. You keep them straight in between both your reins. Jump, jump. A little bit more canter. You saw how I pushed on his canter a little bit, especially before I started moving this flexion around to make sure he wasn't going to trot. And if he trotted, I abandoned the contact and I made him canter right away. I said I will fix it once I get back in canter. Tap with the whip. Get him jumping behind. Very good. Very good. See how when you tapped him, did he get light? Because he was telling you, I'm too lazy. I'm hanging on my forehand. I'm using you as a crutch. And when you tapped him, you told him to step it up from behind. And that's how he got soft and nice in your hand. Now flex to the outside. Forward the canter first. And now big outside flexion. Do what I did. Ball that shoulder in. Crank his nose to the right. Keep cantering in your body. Keep it feeling forward. Keep it feeling forward. Keep it feeling forward. And now inside leg. Change it to the left and forward. Think forward. Think forward. Very good. Now outside again. Counter bend. Think forward. Think forward. Think forward. Think forward. Push. Push. Canter. Come. 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 Yes. And inside. Yeah. Good for you. Come. Come. Forward canter. Forward canter. Nice and relaxed. And now slowly make the circle smaller, spiral in until you're on a 10-meter circle in the middle of the 20. Now the smaller circle means you gotta ride more, because he's not gonna wanna put pressure on that inside hind. Ride more. Close that outside rein. Tap with that inside, that whip, to tap that inside hind under his body. Tap that behind. Tap. Yes, and out. Because see, this is where he starts to get away from us when we try to do the counter canter. Don't let him get slow. Keep those hind legs jumping, nice short reins, and counter bend. Canter, 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 strong canter, push the canter, strong canter, and now inside. Yeah, good. And when you're ready, down to trot, we change direction. Keep them together, flex left, half halt right, super, now soften the hands, find your tempo, and then when you're ready, just change direction. However you want, you don't have to do a lengthening across the diagonal or anything like that. We've done enough with them for the lengthenings. Where's that right bend? Close them up. Somewhere up at A, right lead canter. Yeah, good. I almost was about to say a little bit rounder, but at this last second you did it. Down that nose. Down that nose. Now you saw, we're getting ready for counter canter. You saw how